Hey, everybody's Dr. J. Spike and Professor Almost being live from Long Island, New York.
Long Island.
Yeah,
It's still long.
it's very long.
Yeah.
It's very long.
What? See, they put it on the map. It's so long.
We're the only place in the United States where we give everyone the finger.
Is that a finger?
I
Yeah,
think
it is.
it kind of looks like a
We were
finger.
talking about Viagra before. Maybe that's not a finger.
But what about Buntain taps? They're going to mix it with a GLP-1 from Lilly and a Viagra from Pfizer.
Well, we were saying that it would probably end up being a cocktail. That's some cocktail, though.
Quite.
Explosive
A
cocktail.
little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let's see what works.
But they think it's going to work. They must have some reason for thinking it'll work.
Well,
We should look at Novus.
I know some of my brain matter happens to be down there,
I
but
think we should look at Novus just on that.
at least some of my attention span is down there.
Yeah, Rivian and Luna is what Ken is requesting, so we'll try to squeeze that in. But
Are still owned by everybody, or did they go out on their own?
I'll give us technical reasons why the world is exploding.
Why we should stay in bed?
Yeah, why we should
Yeah.
head for the mountains. You're already in the mountains, aren't you?
I have a play in the desert.
You're ready.
Yeah, down in Africa.
You got the
Yeah.
desert and you got the mountains. You got
Yeah,
you got all bases.
both. So,
Are we going to avoid World War III, or is it going to happen this time?
I think that's a question for Kamal. He's usually the voice of reason in that.
Yeah, Kamal, he's not always optimistic, though.
No, but sometimes the truth is a little bit,
you know that story of Art Cashin? I don't know if you know the guy from CNBC.
The guy that's been on the Florida Stock Exchange.
Yeah, I think he was the only guy who I used to listen to.
He's been on the floor for 98 years, I think.
Who's this?
Something like that. Art Cashin.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, always likes to tell that story. I think he went to someone, whatever, the missile crisis, the Cuban missile crisis, and he said, yeah, actually, this is the time to buy, because if there is nuclear war, you will not lose nothing, because nothing is going to be left. If there is no missile war, everything is going to go up. So
he has a very logical mind.
Yeah. So in general, in times of wars, that's where stock market is going up.
Who do you say between your wife and between your wife and your mother? Who do you say first?
That's funny. It's an interesting question these days.
Similar logical.
It was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago.
I think I'm gonna say whoever listens to.
Whoever listens.
Right. Well, that rules out at least one of them.
Whoever listens to me.
Right, exactly.
Both of
Or
them.
hear me.
I think it rules out both of them. So Bird Calls is looking for us to chart Microsoft.
Microsoft.
That's a good one to chart. It's been in La La Land lately. So we'll chart that too. Why not? All right, so let's get started, Professor.
Yeah, we might as well.
Do your thing.
Made to share.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell us why the SPY is going to 3,500.
Pretty.
I don't think it is.
Red day overall.
Actually, believe it or not, I actually today made me more bullish than I was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like the. This is not the way the market tops. This is not.
It's literally okay.
You're a contrarian.
I am a contrarian.
Right.
Yeah.
You bring contrarian.
I know that you know.
Why you're contrarian to the 1/E power?
Usually, if this were to be the market, the top of the market,
You're contrarian.
we should have gone to at least.
You're contrarian to the nth power.
Listen, We should have gone at least to 58.20.
Yeah.
And turning back from here, it's not that bearish. It's not that bearish. And remember one thing, the level 56.47, it got there what, like few points, 5 points away, and it turned away.
Well, it's all. I think it's all geopolitical today.
I don't know, or there's the jolts too, the job markets, the opening, the job market opening.
Yeah.
It was very, very good number. 8
Yeah,
million.
it was showing froth. But then, despite that, Powell was saying that we're still in line for 2 more cuts. But one would have thought maybe I don't know. Good news is bad news kind of thing. But
yeah, because of maybe they were expecting 50 point. It's like the 50 basis point is out of the question now. It's like off the table, right?
yeah, I don't know. You're right, because we're talking about whether or not we're going to avoid a recession, or whether or not inflation is still going to rear its ugly head.
Yeah,
And some of this stuff is a little inflationary. Some of this good news.
I think on average we lose about 7% of the dollar's value to inflation every year.
yeah. So I mean, there are also Chinese stimulus is inflationary as well. But for now, I think the market is just gonna report higher until you see that inflation is coming back, probably.
I keep going back to my Hershey bar that I used to pay a nickel for in 1980. And now they give you half the size, or something like that.
Right.
What do they charge for Hershey bar these days?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's back to World War II prices.
I mean, I don't even know if you had how to buy it anymore. You used to go to a local candy store and you bought it, for a nickel. They don't have local candy stores anymore.
Yeah.
Now you got to buy it in the supermarket, right?
Right. Or wait for Halloween.
Yeah. And, so I know the prices are ridiculous. Probably the equivalent of my Hershey bar was probably.
Thanks, Ken.
Probably. Let's see what Ken knows the answer.
Says $2.
$2. So from a nickel to $2, that's pretty, well,
I think he's just playing with us. But it's $1.350.
Who knows what it is? It's a lot, right? It's a lot.
So what are we looking at now, Professor Omar?
This is SPX. So
the hourly? Oh, no.
Yeah, it's the hourly chart. Yeah. And again, you see here is still that gap we didn't even violate it. And yeah, 56.74 is still holding. If this tomorrow, I mean, in other words, if we trade below today's low tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit problematic. Otherwise, I don't think it's...
Well, we have good support just below there, right?
Yeah, I think we should go past 5,800 before anything serious, happens. So,
but you don't agree. You don't agree with my 6,000. You're sticking to 5,800.
I don't know. It will depend how we move from here up. If we do move up, and if you look at this too, this is just perfection, right? Look at this channel here. I didn't look at the chart today. I'm just looking at it at the same time as you and drawing it. Look at that. This is just perfection.
Yeah.
Usually when you have something like this, if there is a top, then we're gonna make another one. That's why I have this arrow here. I thought
that these channels look pretty strong.
Yeah, I thought it will happen like Thursday before the jobs number. It doesn't look like. Probably we're gonna, if there is anything, it would be next week Tuesday. Now I'm gonna move this.
The unemployment rate moves up. That'll be a good thing. Then they'll cut.
This kind of stuff I don't even believe it, because it depends how they interpret it, right? They again know. I mean, anything has two faces. a good number, they will say, okay, they will not cut interest rates, and then they will push the economy into recession. A bad number, the economy is in deep trouble. It depends how you want to view it. I really don't pay attention to that. Just look at the chart.
I guess you're right.
It's
The chart doesn't say immediate collapse. It looks
this chart does not say immediate collapse. It's scary a little bit this morning, but actually I closed completely all my shorts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This
I-
is not how it. This is not how it.
I did absolutely nothing. I just watched the Houston Astros Detroit game. Did no trading.
Hmm.
Yesterday I watched the Mets, Miracle Mets. And
Yes, the Miracle Mets. Is Kamal in the wings, or did he disappear?
I don't know. He disappeared.
Okay.
It's an unstable connection. So go on to Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. And what do you think, Dr. J?
What do I think
Even,
about
of course,
S&P or Bitcoin?
for both.
I'm still sticking to my 6,000.
6,000. Okay.
I've been saying it all along. Why should I quit? Get off of it.
Yeah. Just mention one thing. I mean, if 2 days ago the Japanese fell like 4%, and they was expecting something like this to happen in here, so it happened today. But then it's resuming. We're gonna see tonight. Probably it's gonna go back again up.
It's certainly been a yo-yo market like I never remembered.
It is. It is. It's very volatile. It's very. I think it's screwing up both shorts and longs and everyone else.
You can't make any money no matter what you are.
It's very difficult. Extremely difficult.
Maybe you got to be like like the bisexual, buy both ends of the market.
Right.
Swing both ways.
This is the Bitcoin. You see, it gave up almost everything.
One day,
back down, under the 200 moving average again.
Yeah. You think it holds the 100 or no?
I really, it's very difficult.
Now, let me ask you a question. Is that the 100 hour now that you're hourly, or is that the 100 day?
No. The which one? The green one here is the 200 moving average.
Hour or day now that you're hourly?
This is a day. This is a day.
Okay.
No, this is a day.
Who is this? I'm doing my show.
This is a day, daily, and these 2 days here is really scary. I don't like when you have two candles like this red, both of them closing near the low. It's
we're due for another big red candle, then it'll turn around.
Maybe this is the 50-day moving average, the red one. Okay,
just
where we are.
Chop.
It could go back again to the trend line and then come back down again.
It could.
Yeah.
Anything is possible with Bitcoin.
But when you have something like that, usually it continues to go down. You see, when you have those two big red candles like that.
Very long-term consolidation. Very long.
Yeah.
Continue. Come back down to 50,000.
It's very likely. I think at one point, I think we're gonna come back there. Yeah, probably even 45,000, something like that. Yeah. We have to make a new low. Yeah, before resuming. I do believe that. Yeah.
I had my finger on the sell button on MicroStrategy, but I couldn't pull the trigger.
Short in it?
I was going to sell my shares, but I didn't.
What, you at 170? You still kept it?
I kept it.
Oh. So what?
I had at one time like twice the number of shares that I have now. So
179 the high.
I shedded, the high. Yeah, but it was higher than that. It was 199.
Yeah, I mean a long time ago, but even now it's not bad.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Frankly, probably we need like few days to be clear, to have a good sense where this market is going. It's very difficult. Frankly, it's very difficult.
What's your green line? The 20?
The 200.
200.
Yeah.
So it's above the 200.
This is MSTR. Yeah, MSTR is above 200. This is MicroStrategy. It's not.
It's still bullish. It's just
It is. The chart is very bullish. MicroStrategy.
All right, let's go to the next entry, Mara or Hut, whichever one you want.
The hot.
HUT is another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unimpressive, right?
Not now. It's unimpressive. It's a little bit the same thing as the Bitcoin.
It's getting a negative cross, right?
It's the Bitcoin actually is better. The chart of Bitcoin is better than this one.
But we're getting a negative cross here. Is that right?
Not yet.
Close.
That's the 20 and the 50. So it happens very often. Yeah.
Well, what do you consider most dangerous cross? 100 and 200?
50 and 200.
50 and 200.
50 and 200. That's the death cross or the golden cross.
Yeah.
Depends how. Like the Mara had that here. The Mara has the death cross.
Are we getting a reverse head and candle here? I mean, head and shoulders.
Maybe possible, but I don't know. I don't count on that. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, absolutely. What you're talking about, right? Is here and okay.
Looks a little.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like that. Absolutely. But well.
So let's take a look. Moving right along. Let's take a look at the request stocks, Luna and
Rivian.
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 RIVN.
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 We're going to look at BioDrec. We're going to look at Sava and.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the.
Yeah, no big deal. It's RIVN.
RIVN.
Yeah.
You see a lot of them on the streets lately.
Have you really?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I saw one Lucid or two Lucids my entire life.
I saw one Lucid down the block where I live. I saw like 2 or 3 Rivians.
Rivians, okay.
Is it testing the lows?
Yeah, it's above this important pivot, which is 1015. And what is this one here? 1043. We're almost there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to take a little nibble.
Yeah, I'd like to see the
short-term chart looks awful, but it is heading back to that key pivot.
Yeah, and you know what? If you go to the weekly, probably is a lot better than will give more better hint. Yeah, it's still. Yeah, I think that pivot is very important. Then we are not very far from there. 1015.
We're getting a series of lower highs. It doesn't look too good.
No.
I've seen that.
This is daily, okay?
It doesn't look too good. Where it stops, nobody knows. It's one of those things.
And it's about to make the death cross again. Here,
I'd rather buy Tesla than this.
Maybe for a rebound to the 200 moving average or the 50.
Yeah, I mean, you want to see a sign of that at least.
Yeah,
it's not giving you a nibble sign yet because it's not showing that little up dot yet.
Yes, and you see these bars here when you see this kind of stuff. It's just like acceleration.
Yeah.
Minus 10%, then minus 7% today. It's scary.
Ken asks, can Bitcoin and gold be charted like a stock? And the answer is absolutely yes.
Absolutely. The only difference is that you have to take into account the volatility of the, just like stocks too. Every stock has its own personality. You look at Sava, for instance, does not behave like Apple. Apple behaves exactly like an index, a market. You don't have big moves, so the chart is a little bit more cleaner.
Lately, we've been having 7-8 point moves a day in Apple.
But
Yeah,
still,
it's been a weird stock.
well, the Sava you have 20-30%, right?
Yeah,
From 232 to 225 is not uncommon, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and so like Sava, you have just to look at removing a lot of noise, and then the chart becomes just normal as well. There is a lot of noise in Bitcoin. That's the difference. That's what makes a difference.
What is
we also had a request for Microsoft, and there actually is some interest.
Let's do Microsoft and let's do Zim. Let's do anvs and Sava, and we're done.
Okay.
And we should do maybe SMCI because it is split.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is Microsoft. It's off of a pretty bad day today.
It is a bad day.
SMCI had a bad day today with the split.
No, I'm talking about it. Right now we're talking about Microsoft.
We're talking about Microsoft here.
Microsoft.
And
But it's right at support. It's right at the 200.
Yes, you have the 50-day moving average. You have the 200, and you have the rising trend line. I would expect a bounce around here, around 410.
I think if you have spare cash, this might be a good buy.
Yeah, there will certainly will be a bounce before, unless the market, something really happened in the market. So
yeah, I think Microsoft looks like a good buy. I think I'm sitting on a lot of cash. I
think it's a very good timing. I mean, right now I would probably wait for it to be closer to the 200 moving average, but or you just start now, and then when it gets there, you add a little bit more.
It's only a drop below, right?
Yeah, it is a drop below. I mean, 420, so it's to 410. It's not a very big difference.
No, not at all.
No.
All right, I'm putting this on my strong conviction list.
Okay.
Buy Microsoft.
It's not unreasonable. I mean, it's Microsoft.
It is Microsoft.
Sure. Let's take a look at anvs, ANVS. They have a new patent for 3 drugs: a GLP-1 drug from Lilly, a Viagra from Pfizer, and Buntain Tap, their drug. I don't know what the patent is for. I guess it's for Alzheimer's and Parkinson's both.
We remember anvs here. It's still in this little thing here, big triangle here. I think it's so far it's going just nowhere, and it's multi-year thing, right? Multi-year stuff.
It's straggling the bottom.
Yeah, and now you have a little tiny inside. If you look also, it's the same thing here. It's probably just wait until you go one way or the other. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, some sort of news, right? Well,
if
Dr. J is talking about his news, then we'll see a pop.
Something like this, right? You're going to see it pop one way or another.
If you believe that the FDA is going to, ultimately approve this,
then it would be a good buying point right now. Because you are on the other side of that that triangle there.
I was going to say,
we've been liking the stock even at 10.
If you believe in the fundamentals, this is a very good chart to buy. If you want to own this, it's a good time.
Absolutely, yeah. If you want to own this, then probably I don't see any better, because if you break here, you're gonna go all the way down. We've been
talking a lot of SPY, but we've neglected QQQ.
The Qs, that's true. I think
the Q. Talk about the Qs in a while.
I mean, when you look at the Qs, they look really toppy. I mean, it's like they have established the top already, but it's very, I don't know, because if you see here, this bar here, this bar here, this bar here, when you see this kind of things, usually they happen at the top. There is a lot of selling.
Would you rather be in Qs or would you rather be in IWM?
Good call.
Ooh. Uh,
Because a lot of money allegedly has been leaving Qs and going into IWM.
well, so far I don't see anything of that. If you look at IWM,
Right the way you just did it, they look so similar.
I said allegedly.
Allegedly, maybe because we're still off the all-time highs by a lot.
I think if you bullish the market and you think the market has got another year or two left of bullishness, this is a great pickup at IWM.
Yeah. And I've been waiting forever for this to go back to 190, and it hasn't.
I think IWM is going to go up.
Me too. That's what I thought, but I mean the chart does not suggest that.
No, it doesn't.
It has support at the 100, though, doesn't it?
Even if we make a new or not all-time high, new high here at 230, the chart is still has a toppy pattern, the pattern of a top. This one, even if we make a new high, unless we make a new high, then we come down and then we make another high again. Then okay, I hear you.
So
then
many,
it would be long.
So many people turn bullish IWM.
I know it's because usually that's what happens. It's like it has to catch up, right?
Yeah.
It's the
I'd catch up to the big seven. I mean, versus catching up to the broad market.
To the broad, at least to the S&P.
So I mean, if you take out the seven, the broad market is behaving exactly like this.
So you wouldn't buy IWM here, and you wouldn't buy QQQ here.
Not yet. It's I mean, for me, everything is in a topping process.
Yeah.
You have to see some consolidation, then some reversal, some fake breakdown, and then a reversal to be very confident that this is going up.
We've got a lot of you fans.
Yeah.
That's you.
I used to own you, but
I know you. Were you? Did you catch any of that upswing?
I think I broke even on you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I might go back in. I don't know.
Well, still in this channel here.
Yeah, wait to get to the bottom of that channel.
Well, we're on the top of that channel, so
yeah. Well, you know,
either you wait until it breaks out, or I think it's stretched here. Now, given RSI is close to overbought.
I think the chart for DNN looked better. Remember the last time we did it?
Which one is it?
D is in David. Nobody.
Nobody.
Oh, the mining.
Dennis and mines. Yeah. This one, of course.
Well,
we're talking about this one actually. It is good, and it's resuming actually 4% up.
Chart here looks preferable.
Yeah, definitely. Again, once it clears the 200 moving average, I think it will be even better. Once it clears the 200 moving average, you're gonna have this 1.78 as a support. You don't want it to go below that one.
What does it mean for the economy not to be doing well? That means unemployment up and recession.
The inevitable recession is hitting.
Inevitable recession. Yeah, we've been having a rolling recession, sector by sector, company by company.
But so far, if you look, it's like Goldilocks. I mean, the job market is good. The inflation is coming down. At least it's not going up. It's almost. I think it's almost like the best of the world. This could actually trigger something, a frenzy on the upside. It's not impossible.
Kim Como likes Zim, the shipper.
Zim. I remember this one long time ago. Wow.
Broke out.
Yeah.
You look at that.
Shipper.
Looks good.
It's just reestablishing an uptrend.
Yep.
Maybe it's bottoming. Maybe the economy is not that bad. Who knows?
Yeah.
Finally, let's do the two biodregs, anvs and sava.
This chart is good. This chart is good. This chart is good. You see, this is a bull flag, and we just you see, and we are just breaking out. If the breakout holds, of course.
Maybe it's worth a few shekels on Zim.
This is not bad.
And also anvs, anvs. We looked at that. Sava, sava.
Yes.
So it's still
Still in waiting
still
mode.
just in that in that little whatever you call it, flag or whatever. I don't know.
This is
It's
really,
waiting.
I call it a holding pattern.
It is a holding. The good thing about you get the 50 above the 100, the 200 crossing. It's not bad.
We're waiting for the news, December. I don't think it's going to do that much. It might drift up to 40.
Until
So
then.
what's going to come first, the news or Hindenburg?
Both. I don't know. I guess Hindenburg. They got more to gain.
Right.
But there was a hit piece the other day along with some negative news. I forget what.
What is going to happen in the? What is Hindenburg? What are you talking about?
They had a company that short stocks.
Ah, okay.
They like to blow things up.
Yeah, I see the short attack.
Yeah, a short attack.
Ah, okay.
There was a short attack the other day. Took it down to 26.
It's somebody else. Then what is that guy? I don't remember.
Adam Feuerstein.
Yeah,
14, right?
He was in on it. He was part of it.
Part of it as well. Okay.
And somebody else, I don't know if he's from Stat or another magazine, another hit piece. There were quite a few hit pieces lately. They're trying to bring it down. The SEC, they settled with SEC, and they had to admit that they did certain things wrong.
Wrongdoings, but nobody
Really?
went to jail or anything.
But the thing is, it was built into the cake. Everyone knew what they did wrong. Or the allegations, anyway. It's all to kind of come down to phase 3 data, period.
Fingers crossed.
I rate it a slight favorite. That'll be good, but I'm going to take some protection.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've been trimming, hoping to come back a little bit, but right now, it's like I'm all trimmed out. So I'm just going to wait.
I might add a little bit if I have some extra money. I don't know. I might.
I know we've been fans of this for so long.
I figure why not? I'm in for a dollar. You're in for a dime, right?
Right, exactly.
I think the 200 moving average is likely.
You're in for a dime. You're in for a dollar. That's the right way. Lately, my brain is twisted. It says everything.
You also had SMCI and Dell before we finish up.
SMCI 10 for 1 first split.
When is that? When is the split happening?
10 for 1 forward split. I'm sorry.
What happened?
A reverse split, you mean?
No, forward.
No, it was a regular split. I know. You looking at this chart, you wouldn't know it.
Yeah. What it closed up, right?
It's still down.
Down on the day.
Yeah, down on the day.
Well,
But I think it's gonna stabilize around here. It looks like it's gonna stabilize.
I think 400 might be the bottom.
But you see this zone here.
It hit
What is that? 28, 30 zone is a very strong support there.
Well, now it's above 40, right?
It's 40, yeah. I think it's gonna stabilize around here a little bit.
No, it's 40, so it went down a lot today.
It went down, right? Well,
2%,
the
not a
equivalent
lot.
of 10 points. because we had a
Yeah.
10-to-1 spot.
40, I mean, it could go lower. It could go to 38.
Yeah, around even 35, something like that. But it's
But the thing is, you have those allegations of fraud and accounting fraud in particular. I don't like that. It's a government. It's not Hindenburg, you know?
Right.
government. Yeah, you don't kid with that, right? You see
I'd
here?
I'd rather play something else. Play Dell. Play HPE. Play HPE. Play Dell. Play IBM. What do you need this one for with the serious allegations of fraud? It's just not worth it.
Maybe it's just a little bit oversold or something. So you can you see here.
To me, it's not worth it. There's other stocks to gamble with.
I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
and
I guess
here
we
we are around there. So I think there is a good support around here. Yeah. So 35, 36.
If you want to play it for a short-term pop, it's okay. But
36, definitely. Yeah.
I wouldn't hold it too long because you never know when the next allegations come out.
Another shoe.
The allegations of fraud, if they're true, the stock could go to 10 or lower.
It's how much you believe in those people. Yeah, I think it's just about trust and knowing the company really. So, or knowing someone from the company or something.
Oh,
But otherwise,
Andrew's in for the dollar and the dime on Sava.
mm,
In other words, he took advantage of the dip and he got back in.
And for the dollar and the dime. Very funny.
Yeah. All right. So we did everything.
No, we have to do Dell and or
Dell.
or HPE.
Two server plays.
Yeah, Dell actually is very good. I mean, if you believe in Dell, this is exactly where you want to buy it.
Yeah, it looks.
If you believe in Dell, of course. Again, what I said. You see the 200 moving average is crossing over the 50. So this is the golden cross, and you have the trend line is right there at the support.
It looks
So
like a golden opportunity, doesn't it?
it looks like if you believe in it, but again, who knows? Everything is possible. However, okay, this is not a recommendation. However, right?
No, we never.
You
We
just
never
tell me
do
what you would do, and then that's the end of it.
That's what yeah.
Our opinions are strictly our own, not investment advice.
If I liked this, I would buy here. I would buy it here. If I was following Dell, I would be buying here.
Yeah. All right. So we like Dell. We don't like SMCI. I like Sava. Last show I said buy Sava and sell SMCI. I think sell SMCI I got basically right. Buy Sava, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but so far so good.
Yeah, exactly.
So far it's okay.
I think Dell, if it goes for a few days below the 50-day moving average, I will start not liking it. What is this?
Yeah, I mean to take a ride from 110 to 150 might be fun.
Yeah.
If that happens, it may be a fun ride.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. Absolutely, yeah.
Well, you got a few companies that are infrastructure plays for their data centers. This is one of them. SMCI is another. HPE is another. IBM is another. And Vertiv. What is the symbol for Vertiv? VTG?
HPE.
Yeah. It's very good too. HP is very good. I mean, it's just reversing back to the upside. It's,
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
A little bit ahead, but
Point exactly. Well, who needs to put the gamble on SMCI when you could buy HPE and Dell and IBM?
Always a buyer of IBM.
IBM has had a sensational run.
wow, it's just
Yeah.
it doesn't even pull back. Even today, you see, boom.
It's an amazing stock. It's been a great performer.
So far, it is absolutely.
So, what do you have to gamble on a stock that has fraud charges? That's my point
Right.
that I'm trying to make. And what about VTG? Is that the symbol for Vertiv? They're also a data center play, not servers, but cooling systems.
Oh, that's
This
right.
one-
The hardware behind it, the infrastructure.
Now, what is that?
I think it's VTG, the symbol. I don't know.
That's not it.
G or J?
I don't know what the symbol is.
No, it's not.
I guess I could look it up.
What's the name of the company?
I think it's called Vertiv.
Ah, yeah, Vert.
You found it?
VRT.
V.
VRT.
Vertiv Holding.
Yeah, that must be it. I don't know if it's it.
No, it's looked like all the other ones.
I got it in my twits. I could get it in a second.
Yeah,
Although you look like, is it overboard over there? That
yeah, big time overboard.
What's it selling at?
It's 97.
And that's near the all-time high.
Yep.
Very close. Maybe you're gonna wait a little bit for cap and handle or something like that.
For it to come
Get
down,
up around 80.
wait for it to come down to the green. What's the green? 200.
200.
So wait for a pullback. You don't have to rush.
Right.
Yeah, to the 50 or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
to the 50 would be great.
Sure.
that's the green. No, the green is.
That's the red. The red.
I would.
The red
I'd be happy to buy at the green.
the blue, you mean?
No, he's talking about down there.
Down.
Yeah.
I doubt it would come back here if this is a very good stock.
No, at the 200 I'm talking about.
Yeah, I doubt it would come back down all the way down there.
What's the first color? I'm colorblind.
The red one, the blue one.
The blue one. Yeah.
That's the 20-day.
That's the 20-day.
Let it come down to that at least.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that 91. Yeah, it makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I am officially blue-green colorblind. I'm an ophthalmologist.
Yeah. So
All right, so that wraps it up. We covered a lot of
Yes, we did.
LFMG, LF, LFGM. right?
LFGM. That's the stock.
I'm quoting Pete Alonso.
Yeah, that's right. That's the stock.
Peter-
LFGM.
Pete Alonso in the celebration said LFGM, buy it.
there's NVIDIA too, but you see, it comes back here, boom.
NVIDIA.
Yeah, right at that trend line.
Is that
Boom.
is that a bull flag or a bear flag?
Yeah, it's
Bear, yeah.
Nah, it's I don't know. Where either side it breaks out, it would be a good thing. But we'll see if the 50-day moving average holds. Then we can just zoom.
lately it's been hitting the new making lower highs more frequently than higher lows.
I don't know. It could be a breakout in the preparation, but it depends on the 50-day moving average.
Yeah,
If it breaks this one, it's not good at all.
right.
If we go from here up, then we may actually
I don't really care.
lift the whole thing up.
I'm adding to my NVIDIA on any pullback, so I don't really care.
What is it now? 118?
Yeah, it's about.
Well, at 117.
Yeah, I think equilibrium on this stock.
Yeah, for now, kissing your sister.
I call it equilibrium at 120. You're going
Right.
to get swings above and below 120.
Yeah.
If you put it on the scale, it's worth 120 in my mind. That's the split level.
Actually, that's the split level even right now with all those waves. Looks like 120 is the balance area.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right,
the-
so let's stop charting and we'll wrap it up. I thought give our viewers your main thought of the day. Spike, you go first.
I'm obsessed about the Mets winning.
I'm going to go with. Is that what you say? Bet the Mets.
Oh, bet. I'm not saying bet the Mets. I'm saying when there's life, there's hope.
Well, you're getting like 12-1 on them winning the whole ball of wax, right?
Really? Well, I'm not going to throw money after it as well.
All right.
Um,
I don't remember what the odds are, but it's double digits. How about you, Professor Omar? You got a thought for today?
Not really. It's very confusing time.
My thought for the day is to nibble some anvs and hope for the best.
Not
okay.
bad at all. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's it for today. Ciao.
Ciao, guys. Bye.